Molly. 10 years old, dead. What happened to you? This room as you found it. I just heard a cat. Is it getting darker right here? I think it is.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Oh, that makes sense. Maybe Edie did hear the stories. It's getting pretty dark out here. What is that down there? Huh. Okay, here we go. We're on a bit of a trail now. Could my mother have anticipated me continuing to follow through these rooms? In you go.
I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
She liked her birds. It was like she released all of them. Except for this picture of one. Did they do that? Like, to people who own birds? Shrine sketches. An old looking TV.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
Your mom doesn't seem to like these fanciful tales. Oh, look, all of what's her name? Barbara? Yeah, Barbara. All of her movies. How long did she live? She was 16. What's happening to this family? But this is me.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
Oh yeah. Edith. Edith Junior Lake Trip. Edie won't go. 72-year-old woman refuses to excavate because of a little forest fire.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
Look, the house is significantly less weird. It's got less those extensions. Wait, was this? 72-year-old woman, so she would have been roughly 1989? Okay. What's this? Built 1937, Sven Finch.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
I'm not sure I would either. Tragedy strikes Finch family. Yeah. Dragon kills Finch. This was his thing, I guess.
Her room was like a museum.
This whole place is like a museum. What's that, though? Oh, what the hey?
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune. And misfortune.
Moving stuff. How did these work again? Oh, there we go.
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse. His wife, Ingeborg, and their newborn son, Johan.
His wife, Ingeborg, and the newborn son, Johan. Huh.
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
Away from Norway.
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
Oh.
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island.
Molly the cat.
Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery.
You start as we mean to go on.
His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Okay, I want to look at a couple of those again. specifically this, not this one. On the island, yeah, this is probably where we are. Yeah, just, look at the sunken house there and, like, the swamp. That swampland? It looks a bit like swampland. I'm not sure if this is the death. Because it was like a woman, and then like maybe a child. The woman holding the back, and then somebody standing on the roof there. Is that just a statue? Maybe we'll see later.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Family curse. Being 17 years old, I'm not exactly still exempt. There might be something to this. I might actually be in danger. Pills. What is that? Oxygen? Hard to say. She was sick. Norwegian folktales.
Even in her 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Where was the text for that? Oh, there it was. Okay. Ah. Oh, there it must be my mother. She's smiling at least. I mean, she seems like a bit of a buzzkill, but she might have just been worried. Oh, this is weird.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
Ah, it's horrible in here.
It was a pretty big trace.
Kay. Yeah, Uncle Sam's wife. Kay? There it is, yeah, okay. Oh, great. Another storybook. Mount Rainier National Park. I feel like that was mentioned in Gone Home. It certainly rings a bell. No, there's nothing else in here, is there? So let's just unlock a secret. So yeah, stand on the toilet. This looks a bit bolted down anyway. There's a secret in this bathroom by Sven and Edith Finch.
There's a secret in this bathroom.
And that's, is that meant to be Sven? I think it is, yeah. Sven and... Who would that be? Who would be the kids that he'd be interacting with? Edie, Sven... unknown. So...
It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard.
Isn't in the cupboard.
It's hidden in this book.
Oh. The fuck? The darn, I mean? Calvin Finch. Wait, what is any of this?
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Oh. Yeah, Sam was his kid. Red light room. I mean, was this it, really? Why was it in... Whoops, I don't really mean to climb all the way out here. Maybe it was a shared bathroom. But look, check it out, it's sealed again. Maybe it was a shared bathroom, I'm not sure. Very strange. Ugh, this place is quirky written all over it. Okay, well, this looks like wearing like military fatigues or something. Well, it looks like my mother and some dude with an eye patch. Or sunglasses, more likely. The off chance that my mother did marry a pirate, not judging. Murder probe clues exhausted. Maybe that's to do with Milton. Down you go. Milton. Yeah, he'd been here. In the way that he seemed to like to sign his work. Excuse me. Fort Calvin. Fort Calvin. I sort of see now why this game doesn't have a running mechanic, by the way. Because it's pretty linear after a certain point. You don't necessarily need to backtrack too often, so there's no real reason to rush through places. Calvin. Yeah, there he is. Another brother. And roped off like a museum.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin.
Samuel Finch, high school, Cobra Battalion, Bravo Company. Oh, Sam. Oh, it was both of their rooms, Sam and Calvin's. Fort Sam, Fort Calvin. I see. There's a bulge in my stomach. Is that just the way that humans look? Because, you know, you look down, there is a bit of a bulge in your stomach. Or am I up the spout? Is that maybe what's led me back here? Well, if I am, I shouldn't go leaping around places, or smoking for that matter, or eating like too much greasy food. Oh, height. Oh, check it out, Calvin just stops after a certain point. About 61.
And that he never talked about him.
Well, a lot of crap has happened to this family. Oh yeah, that's the marking the height. The hell? Whoa. Who's with this damn house? Get out, get out, get out. We haven't done with this room yet. Wanted to be an astronaut. Didn't even reach the required age.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Edie was the great grandmother, of course. Yeah.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch.
Oh.
The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
The hell? Oh, I'm on a swing. In a cast. We remember how to do this from our kiddie years. And again, there's that red glow out there. Right, you're getting this all wrong. Why am I swinging on an axis here?
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
Yeah, I'm getting this wrong. Swing. Getting higher. Go back like that. It has been a good few years since I've done this. It's like learning to read the time. You just lose after a while. Die before eating another mushroom. I'm not getting any higher. I don't think I'm going to do a flying leap off of it. Can I get off, please? Or do I have to master this somehow? Because I can't. I'm gonna be stuck on this forever. Oh wait, I'm controlling both legs.
At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't.
Higher and higher. It's a living thing. Yeah, now we're getting it.
I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
Not yet, I gotta fly first. hear him going off behind me. But I am doing my thing. Thank you very much. Come on, you can do this.
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
Oh, I think I was doing it backwards. So much for knowing how to do this.
I told him going around was impossible.
Oh my god.
Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Calvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
Whoop.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up,
Oh dear god.
then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it.
Ah!
I think he'd already made up his mind.
Ooh!
That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Ah! Oh my god! Woo! We can do this time! Yeah! Ah!
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Oh my god. God.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
He did it. Well, you know, go out on a high note, I suppose. Again. That lead. What's this leading to?
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
It's just a plug. Nothing major. We're collecting family members, obviously, here, learning about them piece by piece. I feel like we should be learning about Sam in this room, too. But I don't know how we do that. I don't know if I missed something. It's a very melancholy story of this, but it's undoubtedly beautiful. Wow.